Alright, let's start the let's play. I like to have the brightness up a little bit more than, I don't know, most people. Alright, that's already set up, so yeah, whatevs. Alright, let's start with name, character. Name him Tit. There we go. Alright, male, class. Start with the bandit. Always pick the master key. I like to do that one with the wild hair. It's gray, sexy. Alright. I'm gonna skip the cutscene because who cares? Alright, let's get the key. Now the first thing you do is get to light armor. So you roll fast. And I think he's already on light armor? Yeah, okay. It's 25% of the equip load, which is in the top right. You see 8.9 out of 54. That's just the sum of your armor and weapons equipped. And yeah, if that's less than 25% of what it is now, 54, then you go fast roll. That's what you want. Let me close my door quick. Alright. Just ignore these. Never gonna use that, so unequip it. Usually you hit the bonfire, because it's probably a good thing for you to do, but we don't need to, because I don't die on this. Probably should hit that one too if you're dying at the boss. The shield here. We'll run up. Running takes away your stamina, as you see above. So does jumping, as you see. If you jump too much, like that, then you have to wait for stamina to recover. Or if you run completely, just wait for it, and you let the bar run out, then you can't run again until it's full. So the best thing to do is to run until you have a little bit left and let go. Let's equip our weapons. Shield in the left hand. Oh, now he's medium rolling, so let's take off. There we go. And two-handing your weapon with the triangle makes it do more damage and stuff. So this guy I can just kill. It's no big deal. Cool. You don't need to go to that room over there and square button is for the items on the bottom there that are flashing. So those are to heal, they're flasks. Yeah. Just go. I'm just gonna hit with that. Whatevs. And dead. And humanity is a square use item, and it see it there. It first off, it full heals you from whatever health you're at, but you shouldn't rely on that to do that unless you really need it. Second, it you see a number on the top left, it says 00. That's how much humanity you have, like used. You use it to turn human at the bonfires, and if you turn human, you can get invaded, and you can also summon people to help you, so there's trade-offs. So turn human wisely. You also use humanity to kindle bonfires to give you more flasks, but you need to be human, which you do use reverse following to be human, then you can kindle. Right now you can only kindle up to 10, but you get an item later in the game that lets you kindle up to 20 flasks. Bonfire. See, I picked up that soul. If you use it, it gives you souls. They're always good to have, so let's explore a bit around here. Get some items first. First off, come down here, you can get fire bombs, which are a square item. You just throw a fire bomb at the enemy. Nothing special, does damage. They're pretty decent, but shouldn't rely on them. That guy is well, we'll join the Covenant. Covenants are like factions, kind of.
Very
Nothing. This Covenant isn't that great, but some of them have special things you can do. So. Come up here, grab this soul. Jump down here. Just a few items through here. Homeward bones. Those are square items. If you use it, it returns you to the last bonfire you rested at, so very useful. Morningstar is a weapon. Talisman is it's used to cast miracles, which we'll get some later. I'll show you. Those cracked red eye orbs are used to invade people. You have to be human to invade people, but shouldn't worry about that too much. Lloyd's talismans. When you invade people, you can throw those on them, and they can't flask with them. So kind of useful if you're doing that. But there's also special use for them for some enemies, which we'll talk about later. But don't have to worry about that right now. So let's use the soul we got and come to here and level up a bit. We want at least one magic slot, so let's get 10 attunement. And we're going to be using the halberd in this playthrough. When we get that, it's a strength-based weapon, so we're going to be mainly leveling strength and endurance, but we can put another one into endurance right there. There are a few more items to get, so let's go get them. They are very risky to get. You don't have to get them if you don't want, but I like to get them every playthrough. First off, there's a soul right here. Second, we have to venture into the graveyard, which is pretty scary because there's enemies, but nothing too crazy. Just you can run past them. The main items you need to pick up are just those two souls. There are a few items, but not really necessary. There's a weapon, a shield, and some binoculars, but not useful. Just run around up here to get this soul. Alright, come back down. Usually when I fall, I like to jump when I hit the ground. Because sometimes you'll get stunned when you fall on the ground, so it's not good. If you jump when you hit the ground, it won't stun you like that. Use all our souls. Probably level up once more. Twice, maybe. Let's just dump them into vitality. Get some more health. Vitality is health. Alright, let's head down here. We're going to pick up an item that increases the healing of our flask. You can do it up to 7 times, but on the first playthrough you can only do it around 4. You can do it a bit more, but it's not worth it. So come here. Come to this elevator. There's a few items we can get down here too, which are pretty useful. First off, come to the left here. Jump down. There's a soul. Gives you 1,000, I think. It's a pretty big one. Now you can come. We'll come back to this area and get that item, but first let's go this way. With the master key, you can open this item right here. Come across this bridge. Be careful. We don't need to go down that path yet. We will soon, though. We'll go there later, but we'll get a few more items. Going this way. You see a big dragon up ahead. Don't worry. He'll activate if you attack him or grab one of the few items around him, like that one. We don't need to grab those two though. We can come over and grab this one though. It's a nice hefty soul. 3,000 I think. Down there are dragons, which are pretty tough to kill right now. There's an item. It's an armor set, but we don't need to get that yet, so we'll come back there later. But grabbing that soul from that dragon claw is pretty useful. So we'll run back. Run and run. Down, okay. Let's go this way. Oh, yeah, there's a weapon right here. Probably won't use it that much, but it is a pretty cool weapon. If you break this guy will give you an item which we will use later, but we don't use it right now. Also have your homeward bones ready. You will need them right here. So equip them, have them available to use. When you use it, when you press square, you probably have to go over to yes. So be ready for that too. Go run over here, avoid the ghost, just run up here, immediately turn right, and run. Run past them, grab the item, use the bone, and we'll get out of there. Alright. Now, use the souls we acquired. You don't need to go to the menu. Choose them, you can come to this menu and just hit use. But if you have a lot of them, I recommend equipping them and then just spamming square to use them. It's faster. Alright, let's level up a bit since we have a hefty amount of souls. We'll get our endurance up to about, just max our endurance for that one. Endurance gives us more stamina, lets us attack more, jump more, and run more, so it's always one of the best. It also gives us more equip load, so we can carry more, wear more armor, which is always good. This lady right here, we're going to use the Firekeeper soul we got from the ghost area. Boost power of Estus Flask, so you talk to her, reinforce Estus Flask. And now you'll see it says +1 down there, and it'll heal more, which is awesome. So pretty much we have the items we want, so rest at the bonfire if you want. And let's head up to the first area we're going to, the Undead Burg. What I like to have equipped is those flasks, humanity bones. Always useful to have those equipped. We might be able to wear our gloves again and fast roll. Nope, still can't, so let's unequip them. Alright, so let's head to the first enemies, the undead. They die pretty quick, especially if you're two-handing like I am. Just practice is just having your shield up, L1, block attacks. After you block an attack, it's a good idea to let go of the shield so your stamina regenerates better or faster. If you see, it regenerates very slowly if you keep your shield up, but if you take it off, it regenerates very quickly. So now, to kill this enemy, let's try doing a backstab. So pretty much head your shield up, and get stunned, run around, and oh, it didn't work there. You gotta get a feel for the there we go. You get a feel for the spots you can do it in, but he dropped an item for us, short sword. Let's go kill the enemy before we explore a bit. Fire enemies are pretty annoying, so. You might get a bit overwhelmed here, so if you need to, go ahead and pull them back down the hill. You have more room. Alright. Let's head back down. We can grab a soul here. And I think you can jump over there, and you can. So, to jump, you get a running start, and then you press B while running, and you'll jump. Or O. And you get a ring of sacrifice. Not too useful, but just nice to pick up, just in case. And then jump back over. Come up here, get a soul over here. Now turn left and there's a rat, pretty easy. Sometimes they drop humanity, they're pretty good for that. If you notice in small corridors, your attacks will hit walls. Usually doesn't have too much of an issue, but some weapons have attacks that go straight on like that. Much easier to use in short hallways like this. But anyways, let's continue. We'll come to the Undead Burg here. So let's practice some attacks here. Block, attack. Block, attack. Come over here. There's that. Alright. Heal up. Come in here, there's I don't believe there's anything in here, so let's do some stairs, but you'll get to them a bit later. Alright. Before we go through the fog, let's come this way and explore. You see there's a guy down there, and there's an item, so let's have to break these barrels. We can hop down and get ourselves a soul. Come down here. Wait for the enemy. These enemies are pretty easy, so just block and attack, let it recoil, and then attack. I can come up into here and get a nice soul. These souls are really small, but they're good early on for easy leveling up and stuff. So you can see, come up here slowly. There's an ambush of sorts, so careful. And come through here. That item. Oh, an item, you think. Well, come over here first and break these guys off the cliff. The item seems useless. You can do something with it later on to get another item, but excuse me, it won't be used right now. They're rubbish. So come up the ladder. And run over here, and we will get ourselves a humanity. It's pretty good. We can jump down right there, and we can go through the fog. First off, pop left, grab a soul. Let's come up here. Now you notice you can't jump across there, but we will get there in a bit. So go up here, the dragon will come. And move up these stairs. If you're having trouble with these, it's a good idea to pull them, let them attack, then run back here. That way you, oh god, that way you don't get hit by the arrow guy as well. Let's come back, pop a heal quick. Alright. First off, let's come in here. You can get the wooden shield. It's not as good as the one we have now, but it's just nice to pick up. Alright, let's come up here and deal with this arrow guy. Alright. Now we can explore a bit. We have two guys. If you want, you can just pull one like that. Don't run up too far ahead. Now with these guys, a good tactic is to, if they're just sitting behind their shield like that, do a, I didn't do it, but do a kick like that, and that'll get them to recoil, and then you can attack them. So let's try that again. We'll do the kick. There we go. And then a little bitch. Alright. Now to do the kick, you press up on the joystick, the move joystick, and then R1 at the same time. And that does a kick. So now we can come down here. Careful of the ambush right here. Come out here to our first vendor.
Well,
now this guy isn't too useful, but he has some items. For example, the bottomless box, which we should be able to buy. Now, at the bonfire, you'll be able to access it, and you can put items in it that you don't want in your inventory to carry around and stuff like that. Not too useful, except for when you get later there in the game, you have tons of items, but he sells weapons, arrows, armor. None we're going to use though, so don't worry about them. You see he sells a residence key and a repair box. We'll get the repair box later, but
thank you.
other than that, this guy's useless, so it's a good idea to kill him. Now, if you do two-hand and just spam your R1 attack, you can just unlock him completely and he won't even attack you like that. Now he gives you the residence key, humanity, and the orange soapstone, which you can use it to put messages on the ground, the orange messages, for people to see. I personally don't use it that much, but yeah, that's how you do it. And you get the Uchigatana, which is a pretty good dex weapon, which we're not going to worry about though. So, alright, let's come through here. A few guys, let them attack, and then you attack. Same thing here, let them attack, you attack. Easy peasy. Come up the ladder. Now remember that part earlier we couldn't jump to? Well, now we're going to do that. Alright, so let's pick up this throwing knife. It's not too useful. You notice I have a 1 in the top left. Usually when you kill NPCs or something like that, you get some humanity. So that's always useful. Now here's the jump. You'll see down right there, we have to jump over to that. Now if you don't make the jump, it's not too big a deal. The item over there isn't that useful, but there we go. If you don't make it, just go up and don't worry about it. Or you can keep trying, I guess, if you want, but you come over here and you get a crossbow. crossbows aren't too useful in this game, because you can't go first person and aim with them like with bows. So there's like one useful crossbow, but that's about it. Right now that we have explored, we can go to the first bonfire in this area, which is in here. Now, you see we have one humanity from killing the merchant. Let's use one more. So now we have 2. Now what we're going to do is use the souls we found first. Which is boring, but needed. It's a good idea not to use souls right away, you find. Use them when you get to bonfires. Because if you use them like while you're playing and you die, and you have a chance of losing them. So it's best to just save them until you get to a bonfire where you know you can use them. Let's see if we have any more. I don't think so. No. Okay. So, light the bonfire. Let's level up a bit. Let's level our HP up a bit once. Now you see, we're gonna kindle this, so it gives us 10 flasks instead of 5. So reverse hollow. You'll see it's gonna use one of the 2 up there. There we go. And we'll kindle. That uses 1 as well. And you'll see my flasks go from 8 to 10. Because now I'm able to, every time you rest here, you'll get 10 flasks instead of just 5. You can see we can access our bottomless box, but I wouldn't worry about that too much. Yeah, so that'll be all for the first part of the playthrough. We'll get past the tourist demon next time, which is fun. And get a shortcut back to this bonfire, which is always nice, so, yep.